Well, I think the first question with Don Coleman, he's continued to put the work in, working on his game. Quick first step, attacks the rim very well. Strong kid, tough kid, plays hard. And he just really put the time into it. It wasn't a case of, let's try something different. I just felt like it was his opportunity. And just the way we got off in the first half, the slow start in the first half, and the way we played in the first half, I thought it was a great opportunity for him to go out there and play and compete. Because going into that game, I feel like he was one of the few guys that could probably do a good job in defending Lonzo Ball and just really taking pride because he's a tough kid and he battles. Of course, there are things he still needs to learn, but I thought his toughness and his ability to compete would be there. And as far as playing Ivan in the high post, we play him in different areas. And it's not so much his passing, but it's also his ability to score and make plays. And he's just a rare guy at that size that can do so many different things. Scored in the post, makes three-point shots, pass the ball, puts the ball on the floor. And we just try to move him in different areas and where we feel like there's an advantage. So again, if somebody's going to play on one-on-one, you put them around the rim to make plays. They double him and you put them in different positions to make plays. So he's just that level of talent, and we have to continue to take advantage of it.
Cool. Second question I want to know is how do you intend to maintain the urgency and energy level seen in the USC game and the second half of the UCLA game for us this season? Just talk about maintaining that level of intensity.
I've never really consumed myself with that. I mean, outside of because we compete, we play hard, we practice hard. I just thought in the first half of the UCLA game that wasn't our team. All season long, I mean, we've had bad halves where we didn't play well, but that was probably the first time I thought we didn't play with a level of toughness. We didn't compete, we didn't play hard, and hopefully we don't see that again.
Cool. And then as far as like Domingo and Raj are concerned, any chance that they get back in rotation, or it seems like Don sort of took a lot of their minutes? I mean, is
Well,
rotation change or is it sort of
no, it's never permanent because the guys are part of the team, and I think with Domingo and Rogers' athleticism and their length, those are guys that you need in games when you're going against teams that have 6'6", 6'5" guys. Unfortunately, we had Spurs. We came out on the good side of. We had Spurs. We had Grant, Charlie, maybe Sam, or Grant, Charlie, Sam, Dante were smaller guys in those three different positions. And even though they did a good job competing, but that's where you need one of those guys with Domingo, Roger, those 6'6" guys that can play those positions, especially when Bird goes out. So we have to get those guys ready and get their minds right to be able to get back on the floor and compete for us because we need their level of experience, their length, their athleticism, and all those things.
cool? And then you could talk a little bit about Cameron Brooks, you guys having him back. Seems like he was able to provide quality rim protection, rebounding, and all that.
Well, the great thing about Cam, he puts pressure on you, even when he's on offense. When he's posting up, you have to box him out. And now he's really improving, getting his conditioning back, and he'll get that through practice and actual games. But Cam's presence around the rim, earning his foul. So now there's a level of relief, if you will, for Ivan and Kingsley because it was just those two guys, and it was just tough. And I thought, again, they competed and did the best job they could, but playing so many minutes, it takes a physical toll. So to have Cam back for that alone has been great.
And then as far as just what are your thoughts on the upcoming games against Washington State? What challenges do you pose? What are some Markel faults that we talk about?
Well, Washington is a very talented team. They can score the ball. When you putting up 80-plus points a game, and you have an elite point guard, they have shooters. They have, I think, three guys that are shooting 40+% from the three-point line, maybe four. They have athletic bigs. They have length. They make plays. You have to do everything in your power to protect your home court. It's easier said than done. We don't look at records on how teams played in the past and what happens. The most important thing is doing everything in our power to try and beat Washington on Thursday. And then Washington State presents itself. But Washington State is a talented team as well. They have senior experience. I mean, Hawkinson is one of the better rebounders in all of college basketball. They have quick athletic guards. So, again, it's just the most important thing is finding a way to win on Thursday, and then we move forward.
And then as far as, obviously there's a lot of games left to be played, but it's got to feel good to have one kind of sort of signature win under your belt returning time and just getting a win on the road. How much momentum do you think that win?
Well, I think it's great because we don't lack talent. Again, you're getting everybody in the fold, and you never make it. Well, I never try to make excuses of guys injured, guys out, but to have all our guys in the fold to be able to practice and play because injuries are a part of the game. And now we can continue to grow and get better, and guys in their somewhat natural positions. So when you're running plays, you're executing games down the stretch, plays down the stretch, guys know where they are, know where they're supposed to be, and knowing where the ball's supposed to go. Because with Ivan and Bird out early in the season, guys were taking shots that they weren't normally would take if those guys were in the fold, and that's okay because I think they gained experience from that. So now just getting the guys to understand where the ball needs to go down the stretch of the game, when we need a basket, who needs to take the shot, and that sort of thing. That's part of it. But to have those guys back is great. We just got to, every day maintain and try to stay healthy.
And last question, just on Ivan Rabb. He's had like four, like he didn't hit the double line. He was going for double double, but he's like really been tearing it up just on the glass. Talk about just his flow of these last 4 games.
Well, he's a talented basketball player. And I mean, this is what you would. I mean, you're seeing it now down the stretch, but not down the stretch, the last 5 or 6 games. But this is who he is as a basketball player. It just you didn't see it early because of the conditioning, getting his body in shape out of practice. But he's a talented player, and I just think now you're seeing what he's like when he's conditioned and when he's healthy.